Hello, welcome back to Pathways to Peace Symposium. This is our grand finale. We have Debbie Havert, who is a longtime teacher, educator, consultant to helping kids be kids, helping kids, all right, helping kids be kids, just like Anchi just was talking about. And she has a cool presentation for us. And we're going, as you know, toward peace. And so we are trying to, Debbie's going to be talking about finding your purpose as a step toward peace. So I'm going to share my screen very, very soon. I didn't already, right? No. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Is right. Here it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, Deb, you're up.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm calling this, first of all, hello to everyone. I'm so glad you're here because this is very important to me about talking about purpose and as a major step to peace. So we're going to explore how we see that connection. So slide, please.
Did it switch? Okay, did it work? You're on the next slide?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, yeah.
So what is peace? And EQ for Peace has a wonderful definition with words that have really been chosen for a purpose. And so I just want to go over a couple things here. It's an activity and a state of mind. I'm just going to pick out certain parts. Not an idleness. It's all about action. And it's about everyday interactions. Everyday interactions are important to how we, in fact, go towards peace. EQ for Peace stands for the certainty that the development of the skills, competencies, and abilities of emotional intelligence, which is my love, obtained through emotional modeling and education, when put into action, will enable to create peaceful environments inside and around us. And when enough people understand and practice these skills, emotional literacy becomes the viable pathway to global peace. Again, these words were very well chosen. So the next slide, please. So here we're going to see a bridge now. We're going to see a bridge between the 6 seconds model, and specifically, I want you to look at the green right now, where increased empathy is and pursuing a noble goal. This particular give yourself pursuit with those two competencies was one of the most significant to me. There are many, many models in the world of EQ. And I've looked at many of them, as Matt, you have too. Here's what I know. The 6 seconds model has this last give yourself piece, which brings everything together. Yes, it's important to know yourself, be self-aware, to choose yourself, to have those self-management skills. But really what we want to do then is, with all those skills, then we want to give it out to our communities and to globally. And so this is where I found this so impactful. Be able to think about, how do we increase empathy? We know that peace is all about empathy, and then pursuing noble goals. And we're going to, with the next slide, please, Matt, I want to talk about empathy first. And I want to show you 2 different ways of looking at this, and you're going to see a bridge between the two. First of all, we have the 6 seconds definition, recognizing and appropriately responding to others' emotions. This is about presence. We are present for others. We hear their stories and we honor them. We don't put it through the perspective of our perspective. It's theirs. We want to honor their stories. And then Dr. Brene Brown, who I love, who's one of my famous researchers, she says, and this is from her new book, Atlas of the Heart. It is an emotional skill set that allows us to understand what someone is experiencing and reflecting back that understanding. Here's what she found out. She found out that, we always say, well, we can really sort of figure out what people all over the world are feeling. Well, she found out from her research, we really can't. So that is why we need to hear their stories. We need to hear the verbiage from them. And then we can reflect back what we are hearing from them. So it's really important, Dr. Brene Brown says, be present. So here's the bridge between these two definitions, 6 seconds definition and Dr. Brene Brown. Both of these organizations have done a lot of research. They're coming up with the same thing. Increasing empathy, or empathy in general, is being present, hearing people's stories, and being able to reflect back to them what they've said and shared and felt, and honoring those stories. Empathy has meant a lot to me also in education and all the different realms I've been in. And so that is one part of that pursuit. Next slide, please. However, Pursue Noble Goal was a game changer for me. In 2004, I had my first training with 6 seconds. And Pursue Noble Goal is connecting your daily choices with your overarching sense of purpose. So what does that mean? It means that you wake up in the morning and you say, wait a minute, what's my noble goal? Am I going to live by this today? Or is it only like on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm going to live by it? You know what I mean? It's about living it every day. And so look at the descriptors here. It's whatever you create. Now I'm going to share mine in a moment. I'm also going to share Josh's, and I'm going to share Dr. Annabelle Jensen's, and a couple other people. Beyond your lifetime, you're always going towards it. Guess what? There's the bridge to peace. We're always going towards peace. So if we have a purpose in tandem with that up there, peace for the world, in tandem with a pursuit, is so amazing. Arrows point outward. It's about looking at our communities, looking at our schools, looking at our, globally, all the different countries out there. It integrates all domains in our life. It gets us out of bed. I just had an interview with Dr. Annabelle Jensen the other day, one of the founders of 6 Seconds, and she said, Debbie, it gets me out of bed. And it does. And really what's important, no one is made less. So this particular competency in the Give Yourself pursuit was so amazingly important to me. Well, here's the thing about pursuing noble goal. I just finished writing for a charter school, pre-K through 8th grade in Houston. I just finished all my lessons, writing them for them. And guess what? Children in pre-K can learn about what Pursue Noble Goal is. Developmentally appropriate, of course. But we're saying pre-K all the way through college, through adulthood, we all can create our own noble goal. And this is, as I said, was a game changer for me. Slide, please. Well, here's some examples. Dr. Annabelle Jensen, as I talked to you about. And Matt, I'll probably have to show you the video I did of our interview that I did about Pursue Noble Goal that Annabelle did. Not right now, but anyway, here's what she says. And she said she was very careful in her words. Use my voice. And she said, as an introvert, that's sometimes hard for her. Use my voice to teach people accountability and compassion so that ethical decisions flood the globe.
Yes.
That is powerful.
Yeah.
Next one is mine. I've not changed it since 2004. I may someday. I might tweak it. Here's what I came up with. I will help create a world where compassion, understanding, and acceptance are the cornerstones of our existence.
Nice.
This is what's important to me. I wake up in the morning, I remember my noble goal, and I say, are you going to do it today or not? And so it's really important to me.
Yeah.
This is a Holocaust survivor. She said, co-create context for humanity. Are you noticing this is all about action? All about action. Patty Friedman, Josh's wife, use my voice so others may use theirs.
Oh, neat.
Tom Wojcik, one of our EQ pals, grow, serve, love, and to encourage others to go on
The journey.
the journey. Thank you. And then Josh's, to inspire compassionate wisdom. Now, this was from a while ago. He may have tweaked it by now. But you notice the action here.
Yeah.
If you really look at this, if you have a purpose of a noble goal, what that does is, this sounds funny because I'm saying action, but it grounds you. It says, this is who I am, and here is how I will go forward.
Yeah.
And I say, we have a purpose in the world, which is all about looking outward, about others, about ourselves too, but others, how we're going to show up in the world. Well, doesn't that have to do with peace? I mean, all of these here have a lot to do with peace. And so here's where I see the bridge between peace, getting there to peace, and using our noble goal. Next slide, please. Now, where did that go? Oh, yeah, it's down there. I want you to watch this. It happens to be a video that I really want you to watch. Watch what this gentleman does.
Can you hear?
No, I can't.
Yeah.
Hard to hear.
Yeah.
เขาจะได้อะไร ถ้าเขาทำแบบนี้ถูก
I'm sorry, it's not, the sound is not that good. You can watch though.
Yes. Yeah.
เขาจะไม่ได้อะไรเลย ไม่ได้รวยขึ้น ไม่ได้ออกทีวี ไม่มีใครรู้จัก ไม่ได้มีชื่อเสียงที่มากขึ้น เพราะสิ่งที่เขาได้ คือได้แค่ความรู้สึก ได้เห็นความสุข ได้เข้าใจ ได้ความรัก ได้ในสิ่งที่เงินซื้อไม่ได้ ได้โลกที่สวยงามกว่าเดิม ในชีวิตคุณอะไรคือสิ่งที่คุณต้องการมากที่สุด
This is a Thai insurance company made this, and I look up some time to look at it on your own time, and it's basically Thai ad, and it's global. All these people have watched it. Next slide, please. So I love this picture, and this is a picture I took in Italy. And you will see to the left, you will see main road, and then you will see a path going off the main road. I'm going to say, I want you to join me on that path going off the road.
Mhm.
Here's why. We need new skills. We need new ways of solving problems. We need EQ skills. We need relationship skills.
Yeah.
We need so many other skills. And I want us to join together on that path that's using a new path,
Mhm.
something that's going to work for all of us globally. And if you look back that video, what did that gentleman do
Mhm.
in the area where he lived? What was he doing? Was he pursuing a noble goal, perhaps? Please say anything you'd like.
He certainly was, and he took lots of action. He
Mhm.
was giving like crazy.
Mhm.
Really
And-
did. And he, frankly, I have watched it many times, and many times I start crying
Yeah,
because it's so poignant.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when the little girl has her school uniform on,
Yeah,
because there was enough money, she could go to school. It really gets me every time.
yeah,
Here's what I want to say in this picture here. I say that we use our empathy skills
Mhm.
and we create our noble goal. If you haven't already, create one. It's about action. So that what I submit to you today is that by coming up with a noble goal, marrying that with empathy skills, and then saying, bridging over to peace and saying, if we have a purpose that we are very clear about, we someday will get to that land of peace.
That's
But
right.
it's going to take commitment. It's going to take a lot of us to do this.
Yeah.
But it is waking up every morning saying, what am I sharing with the world?
Mhm.
And Anka, the artwork that the children did, for instance, was so powerful.
Mhm.
There again, that is what you're helping the children do,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes.
So we all can do in our own domains
Absolutely.
what we need to do. And so I'm just so happy we're all here. This is very, very personal for me.
Mm.
The first time I created my noble goal, I said, that's it. This
Mhm.
is something I need to commit to. So I welcome you to commit to your own noble goal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
wow, fantastic. Wow. That team, way to go, Deb. That was beautiful,
you.
beautiful. And what a great video also, but what a great message that you have. I was telling people the other day that if you find a noble goal, it's because it's for you. I mean, it looks like they say that you give like that, like the kid was, or the guy was doing in the video, that you're giving and not getting anything. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
What are you talking about? Of course you do. And then I also said, you know what? If you get yourself a noble goal, and if you can't find one, you're welcome to borrow mine.
You know what? I would help anyone craft theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Anytime. I've done this in trainings.
Oh,
I would help anyone. You
Oh.
can contact me. I would help you go through the
Okay.
process.
Yeah.
Really, anytime.
it is a process to get to that sentence.
Absolutely.
The one sentence. Okay, that's cool. Because I would say it would be, teach the world, teach, inspire, somehow the world emotional intelligence so that we can be peaceful inside and around us, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
I love that, Deborah. I love that you're offering that because
I really mean this because I know how it has changed people's lives. It's changed mine
Yeah.
yeah.
because, and then, as I said, I interviewed Annabelle so that I could give the tape to the school, the San Niños school, charter school.
Mm.
The teachers could see and the middle schoolers could see. And so it just was so impactful to me to hear other people's noble goals. But really, whenever I say something, I mean it. So please contact me.
Yeah.